Hey guys, this is Christine from Sugar Pepper Press, and today I have for you a quad fold waterfall. It's a mouthful. A quad fold waterfall folio, and I think I'm going to call it the Cabinet Folio because it reminds me of opening up a cabinet with all its little tucks and features. So it is beautiful on both sides and the spine, and you open it up and it's beautiful here too. And then you have all these little fun features. You have a hidden panel over here that hides some pockets and card. You have your waterfall feature, and this has a magnet which opens up for 9 panels, and then inside the little panels are pockets and cards. They are so fun. I love them so much. And even under here you have an extra card and pocket, and then you have on the right another pocket, 2 pockets, and this card. And I have actually narrowed this card down a little bit so that it slides in a little bit easier. I have put a magnet on the flap of mine, and I'll show you that as we go through, so that when you close it, it stays closed like that without a lot of stuff. But you could easily just use some lace or ribbon or something. So let's get started. I've gone ahead and scored all my cutouts, scored and inked my pieces. The pieces do come with already some edging on them, but you might want to do extra. So let me tell you what we have here. You have a few different kind of pieces. This is your base. Your base is 4 pieces. You don't have to print on the back. Then all the rest of them, you are going to want to print the backing paper that I provide, or whatever you want on the back, so that it's pretty on both sides. But you have your waterfall panels, and this is for your hidden panel on the side. You have your pockets, so you've got a couple of different size pockets here, and then this is for your waterfall. Your cards. There are a couple of different size cards depending on the pocket that they're meant to fit into, and the large cards are actually a double-sided card, and I built it that way for durability. And then you have your tabs, which go on your cards, and then you have your closure with the magnet, and it's for your waterfall so it doesn't kind of flop around. You'll need some magnets. I just got these from Amazon. They're really tiny, but they are breakable. I think this one came in the, I think it came that way. They are pretty strong. You're going to need glue. I use these 2. I am actually getting a glue in today that I'm super excited about to try, so I'll update you on that later. This is Fabri-Tac and mono adhesive. One thing I like about the mono adhesive is it has this like squeegee type thing right here, and it allows you to put it in really thin. You can ink if you want to, and you'll need a pair of scissors, a bone folder, or the back of a butter knife, your coffee, or whatever it is you're drinking. So we're going to get started. I'm going to lay out my panels. You will get this with your download, and you can see here I put the thumbnail on every listing. It is particular to that listing, so you'll be able to see what I did there on the example, and you can use it for if you want to use it, or you can make up your own way and mix and match the patterns and things. But I'm going to lay out how I want my pieces to lay out. So this is the order that I'm gonna do my flaps in my pocket. So I'm just gonna stack those up so that I can remember. I want a variety of different like prints together and patterns and focal images. So I'm gonna put those there. And now I'm gonna work on the left side. So I have this as my flap in the front, and then I'm gonna do this pocket, and then I'm gonna do a small pocket on the front of this one, and I'm either gonna do that one or that one. And then for my pocket on the right, this is my pocket on the right, and I think I'm gonna do that one. Yeah. So I like this one for here. And then on this one, what do you think? I think I'm gonna go, there's not as much orange in this, and this kind of has a sepia tone. So I think I'm gonna do that one. And then this one, it could be extra. I think I have enough room for that. There, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Because the thickness is the same for this, whether I put the extra one up there or not. And I just think that would be so fun. It wouldn't be, obviously, you probably wouldn't use it for cards too much just because it's gonna make it really thick. This is a very full folio. So you're gonna wanna like weigh it down with something as you're going, or when you get done. Okay, so I've got my cards here. I'm just gonna glue these together. You're gonna use your tabs, and I'm just gonna do it super random. I only inked one side, you can see, because you're not gonna see the back, and some things I get bored with. I have ADHD, so what I'm gonna do, I wanna be super efficient, so I'm gonna turn these over. And it's gonna go on the long edge of your card. So I'm gonna use this one. Oh, it's a booger, I'll tell you that. So now we got a mess. Real life crafting is what we're doing here. Where do I want to put this one? I don't like that with that one. Look, I've now got an applicator. That's fun. Okay, so this might be a thing. Now for this this large card, I actually created it so that it would be a little bit more durable. Oh my word, it's everywhere. I wanted it to be a little bit more durable. This also gives you some writing space. If you do the line side, you could also switch it around and have like the music side and the line side like that if you wanted. I'm gonna do it like this. And I was was having trouble with this one this morning. So I'm putting my card together like that. And where did I put my bone folder? Spread that out. And now I'm going to do my tab. Hopefully those aren't some kind of chemical compound or something and it ends up mixing and blowing up. Oh, that would be funny. Also, that would happen to me. Okay. So we have all our cards done and they're over here drying. I do like Fabri-Tac because it will shift for just a minute, but it also dries fast. So, okay, now we're gonna make our base. So for our base, we have 4 pieces. This is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, so for our base, we have 4 pieces. You have an under piece or an outer piece here, and then you have an inner piece here, okay? So I have burnished this both ways. I didn't do the inside of this inking because I'm gonna wait until it's together, but I have burnished both directions. So I burnished this way for both of these, and then I burnished this way. For this folio, you are gonna glue these two panels together first. This is page 2. On inner and outer, it's both page 2. So we're gonna do that. Now, this tabbed part is going to be sandwiched in between your flap panels. So we're going to put some glue here. Just a second, and I'm going to explain this part to you. So this is your left side, these pieces, and it is super simple. You just want to make sure your fold is pressed down both ways. And this is just going to lay up right here, but your spine is right here, so make sure you're not covering up your spine. Before I do that, I'm just going to ink up any edges that are showing. And okay, now that has had time to dry a little bit, we're going to come in and work on our spine real quick. So I'm just holding the bone folder in here so I can get that crease really good, and I'm kind of It's so quiet in my house right now, like insanely quiet, because most of my people are gone to camp, and including my husband. Of course, he's at work during the day, but it's usually not this quiet. So now I feel like I'm just talking to myself. Good inky spine. Oh, I just love it. Oops. I think what I'm going to do here. Okay, now we have our spine done, or our cover done. That was a lot. Okay. And now we're going to put our piece on here. I'm going to make sure that you are inside of your spine right here and inside your edge. It should fit perfectly. And we're going to glue that on. So you're going to fold all these tabs down. And then you're going to do your pockets. So this pocket will go right here, and this one will go on top. Now for this, I'm going to use this one just because it's thinner. The one that I have coming is like ultra thin little pin top. I want this to cover this, so I'm going to bump it up just a hair. So these don't have gussets, it would just make it too thick. So you're just going to get that very edge. And I'm going to let that dry before putting that flap down. And now we're going to work on our waterfall feature. So this is the back panel that goes on our waterfall feature. Our waterfall pieces go on top, and then this sets here like this. And I'm going to show you how to put it together, and then I'll probably speed through this so that you don't have to watch me do all of it. So because I picked the order that I wanted my panels in and then the pockets that go on the front, what I'm going to do is when I take it off, I'm just going to put my pocket over here so they stay in order. So you make sure your fold is down real well. And then this first panel, this is really like foolproof. This first panel is going to go on here and bump up to the top like so. And if you get that one right, you're going to have all the rest of them right. So then the next panel just folds down, and that's not perfectly even flat across because I folded it a little bit funky, but this is just going to bump right up to the bottom edge of your last panel. and then just do the next one. Now I'm going to put my pocket on. So, trying to determine, oh, maybe that's where I forgot my pocket. So I'm going to take this one from that I was going to do that double pocket. I'm going to put that one here. You could also pick. You could put it here if you wanted to, or you could put it here. Oh, what do I want to do? I like the idea of it being hidden. So, but this gives you an even place number of cards, so we'll do it that way. Okay, so now your waterfall folds are done. And now we're going to do our pockets, and then we're going to do our closure. So we're going to do this. Let's do our closure right now so it can be drying. So on your closure, you have these little tabs, and then it folds over. So your tabs, you just want to pick which one do you want on top. Do you want the music, or do you want to flip it over this way and do the words? So I like the music with this. You can just kind of test it to see which one you like better. And I'm going to do that. So that doesn't have to be determined yet though. So you're going to get your magnet. Get your 2 magnets. It doesn't matter which is facing up at this point because you'll add the other magnet in a minute. But you're just going to put some glue. Right there. And then you're going to glue all this together. And you probably want it far enough down that it will kind of cover it at the top. So I'm going to do that. And then once I get it pressed down around there, I'm going to take my little binder clip and close it so that it will seal around the magnet. And then I'm going to put it over to the side. And now we'll work on our pockets. So on your pocket, just like the bottom one underneath, you really need to make sure you are just putting the glue on the very, very, very edge of this. And that's not the front one. So now I've had them in order. So this is going to go right there. And you kind of want it centered between the sides and the bottom. press down too much or your glue will ooze. And then you're just going to repeat this for all of your pockets, all the way down for every waterfall panel until you get to the bottom. And then I want you to hear what a Texas truck sounds like. That one actually wasn't driving terribly fast, but people race down our street. It is like the Autobahn over here. So we're letting that dry. Okay. And what we're going to do next is we're going to get our magnets ready. Let's check this. Yep, looks good. Probably could use another minute or so sealing there. So we're going to move that over to the side and come back to it in a second. Let's come back to our cover, and we're going to put our pockets here. You can see I did that with the ink, a little crazy. A little crazy. Okay. So these are basically all your bottoms line up here.
Your dryer is done.
The dryer's done, just so y'all know. Oh boy, smart house features. Okay, so first we're going to put this down. You want to make sure you're just really, really on the edge. So I have kids that work, some of them work multiple jobs, but several of them work at night, and so our dryer is kind of always going off at random times when they wash their clothes. Everybody in my house washes their own clothes, except for me. I don't really wash my own clothes. I pay my kids to wash my clothes. So, and I'm just eyeballing this. I wish I would have made that mistake down at the bottom, but it's there. It's fine. And then this pocket will go here. So this whole videoing thing is kind of nerve-wracking. And so I'm just throwing in some life snippets here because some people find us really interesting because we're a big family and we're kind of weird. You could also put it towards the top if you wanted. Like you could put it up here if you wanted. I really like the visual hierarchy of having it down here at the bottom. Okay, now this should be ready. Yep, perfect. Okay, so these tabs, this tab right here comes in. You're just gonna fold that really good. And it gets glued to the back here of your panel. So I want my music notes to be up, so I'm going to glue it right here. So my music notes would be to the back because I want the music notes to be to the front. So you're just going to put some glue on here. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac for this one. And this just is going to, oh, I did that wrong. Okay, let's scrape that off. It's not gonna matter in a minute, but I'm just gonna. So you want the tab to go this way. So that it comes up over this way, okay? So let's get that fixed. So I get this a little bit of a habit from my mom, and I tend to trail off while I'm talking. Drives my kids crazy. It also makes editing a video a literal nightmare. So we'll see how all this goes. And then this, before we glue it in, we're going to do this. Your other magnet, where's my other, oh, here it is, connected here, is going to go, you could do it under the pocket. I just didn't want the card to interfere. So you're going to do it back here. So what I'm doing is I'm placing it so that my placement is determined by where this magnet is. So see, and then what I'm gonna do is open that up. I need to put some more glue on that. Go back, go back. Let's do that. So I'm trying to determine what to do during these extremely long pauses where I don't say anything, but I don't want you to miss what I'm doing either. And I want to keep offering videos to you for instruction, but crafting is very calming to me. And so I like to take my time while I do it. And so yeah, we're just testing out a bunch of stuff here. So let's go ahead actually and get this in before we do that part. So just turn it over. We'll do the magnet, other magnet in a second. And let's get this glued in. So you're just going to apply glue to the back of this whole panel. You know what I need? I need like a glue knife. So like a bone folder, but I just use it for scraping and spreading glue. You know what I'm gonna use is and then this is going to go right into this middle section right here. And I am going to, I'm seeing where my spine is here, and I'm just centering that piece. And it actually will bump up. If you bump it up to the top right here, that is actually the perfect placement. And then I'm just gonna push down. Now I'm gonna put my magnet on. So I'm putting the magnet here. And then I wanna make sure, see how it's not sticking? That means my magnet's flipped over or moved. Let's see. There we go. So now the magnet is right, this magnet's right here. So I'm gonna put the other magnet right here at the bottom of this pocket, right here. See? So let me get my glue. And honestly, like the only you can cover this up if you want to. I did, but it doesn't matter. Make sure you have the right side that's going to be glued, and plop it on your glue right there. I love these binder clips. They're so great. So we're gonna let that sit for a minute. Make sure that's centered. Okay. Now we've got our cards ready. We'll test those in just a minute. We want to make sure it's really, the glue is really dry so that the cards don't get stuck in the edges. So the next thing I'm going to do is put my magnet on the front. You can also just take like some ribbon and you could tie it up that way. Since I have these magnets though, I'm going to use it. I really love it. It's a very clean look. to me, and I may do ribbon too, but so I'm gonna put, when I was doing this before, basically I was trying to determine where my placement would be on the magnet for behind this, because this is the panel that moves over so that the front flap closes. So okay, that's pretty good. So you can take, what you can do is flip these panels forward, and then you can take your ruler or straight piece of paper and kind of determine where you want your placement. So this is like almost 4 3/4. So I'm gonna do this just a little under 2.5 inches. I'm gonna actually like line it up right here. So if I wanna line it up right here, that means that my magnet needs to be on this panel right here. I don't want it here, which is where that will land. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move it just right here. So I'm gonna put, this comes in a little under 2 inches. So I'm looking a little over 2 inches from this direction, because when you close it, I'm just gonna show you, it's gonna be hitting here. So your measurement needs to be from that side, from this spine. Thankful for the magic of editing, because my video stopped. But what I'm doing is I'm determining where the placement is going to be for my magnet here. So I want it to be about 1 1/4 inches in from this spine, but I want it to be lined up with the back of this panel tab. So what I'm doing is I'm just getting my placement from the middle, and then I'm just gonna put like a little mark here. So let me do that. So I'm gonna place it right here. That line is where I'm gonna place it. And then I need to figure out which side to adhere. So I'm gonna glue there, and then I'm gonna also put a little bit of glue around the area. So my magnet will go here, and then I'm gonna put a little piece of lace on top, lace ribbon, just to kind of cover it up so it's not so loud. And then I'm going to come over here and measure 1 1/4 in from here. And move that there. Put some glue there. I'm just gonna glue this like a little tab area. My magnet down. And then I'm gonna put a little piece of, I'm gonna put a piece of paper on that one because I don't want the thickness of the ribbon. So I'm just gonna cut. Just doing that to kind of cover that up. I did it wrong. I need to turn this over because that's not going to go that way. I need to flip this over because it's the back. And I put some, a little piece of paper here just to cover up that magnet so it's not so loud. If you made it this far, thanks so much for sticking with me as I figure out this whole video thing. I've got a lot of favorite creators I watch, and they're all so different. So I'm just reminding myself that it's okay to just show up as me, a little random, a little quirky, and figuring out as I go. So you can grab this folio over in my shop at sugarpepperpress.etsy.com, and I'll be adding a bunch more styles soon because this little design has so much versatility. I'm also on Instagram and Facebook at Sugar Pepper Press. I share daily freebies over on the gram, and I send out weekly emails with a freebie and a little peek into what's going on in our life and in the studio. So come find me. I'd love to have you. Thanks for sticking around.